Hello and welcome, thanks for joining me. Now, where am I? Well, I'm in an old place that's got ancient places, ancient bits. There's a long barrow and tumulus behind us. There's a long barrow up there, like literally a minute away, 100 meters or so. There's barrows over there, there's tumuli over there, there's stone circles over there, stone circles over there. Okay, did you get the picture? Well, I am in an area that's very famous for a lot of UFO activity as well as crop formations. So I thought today I'd tell you my theory on crop formations. Now, not far over that way is where I actually filmed some UFOs, which will be on my crop circle UFO video. Can't even remember what I called it, but I will link it to this one. So it's really interesting, as I say on it, it's really interesting that all the people you hear talking about crop circles didn't grow up here. They're not from this area. And it's really rare that they ever speak to anyone who grew up here and has lived here for nearly 60 years. Okay? The very first crop circle I saw was just over there. Literally a mile away, that way. My dad took me to it. A basic circle. It is curious, isn't it, that no one speaks to locals. Almost like they don't want to hear what the locals are going to say. But I've heard loads of stuff, I've read loads of stuff, I've seen the videos, and I'll say it now, helicopters are always involved. Sometimes you can't hear them because they're in the distance, but when you see these orbs, there are helicopters. Pretty much synonymous with the orbs. Okay? Now, people are saying like, well, they're they're sending us messages. Well, there's no point sending us messages we can't decipher. Yeah? Now, some are obviously hoax, like the COVID one is a hoax. Many are hoaxes, okay? So let's just say the hoaxes are hoaxes, all right? Simple, all done. I'm not talking about the hoaxes, okay? What I'm talking about are the ones that are made. Now, I watched a video recently that's got from a channel that's got millions of subscribers, and millions of views each time. And they were showing the crop circle being formed near here, okay? And saying this proves that humans didn't do it because they can see the orbs, right? This proves that they're not man-made. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't prove that they're not man-made. Someone's behind the orbs. Someone controls the orbs. They're not UFOs. They are kind of, but their technology we don't know, so we can't put a name on them. I've seen them in the flesh, in daylight, while the crop circle was being formed. A link to that video will be there. Anyway, now my theory is this. Now, you know when you get iron filings and a magnet, it makes patterns. Then when you get iron filings and two magnets, it makes a whole load of different kind of patterns. 3 magnets makes more patterns. 4 magnets, even more, okay? Now, if you apply that to flying orbs, which maybe for, let's say they're a kind of lasery thing, so they've got some kind of energy beam that they can adjust and direct. So if you've got a number of them, you can form these patterns, right? Because they're linked in with the technology that maybe, years ahead of anything we'll know so far. But they don't necessarily, they may have come from an extraterrestrial way, but they're still being used by man. They're still man-made. Now, people say, oh well, they've left magnetism. Well, yeah, if something's having an energy, that residue will be left, because places get energized. Along here, it's energized. There are crystals in the ground, however small, they can pick up on thoughts, so you can think the same thought when you're in the same place where you thought the original thought struck you. And you go there again and you'll think about, say, the same person or the same thing. Now, I hope I'm being quite clear here. I'm trying to be just quick, but even the things that are found in the field, like the energies that are there, the magnetism that's there, the this, the that, which still fits my theory. The stalks don't have to be bent. This stuff leaves the heat, leaves a magnetic residue, leaves a traceable thing, I don't know, something you can measure. Well, it still fits my theory. I still haven't, and I've been trying to find something that is found in crop circles, or rather crop formations, that doesn't fit my theory. And so far, nothing. It all fits my theory 100%. And because people haven't got an open mind about it, they're desperate for it to be aliens. They're desperate for it to be some imagination, some dream, some fantasy. They're desperate for that. They're not desperate to find out the truth. They're desperate for it to be otherworldly. And my gut feeling is it's not. But that is not to say that there hasn't been alien, non-Earth being intervention or guidance in the making of this stuff. That's all I want to say. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.